Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's been a while since I made a video, I think like 3 weeks or something like that, so yeah, my fault, I've been fucking up. But, what I did see today on the homepage was that they actually plan on adding set effects to armor, which is what I've been complaining to my friends that they need to do, the jagexes need to do for such a long time. Instead of making armor obsolete, they finally decided to go the right path that I've been suggesting for such a long time, putting passive effects on things. Just like they did with the godswords, they're starting to put this on armor. Specifically, next armors are really the only ones they've confirmed. And we'll go ahead and switch the screen to the website so I can read it word for word, or show you word for word what exactly it was saying, and sort of summarize everything. But jagex is actually doing a very good job at paying attention to our feedback and whatnot. Let me fix this shit. This is really Okay, there we go. Fixed everything. So, as you can see, jagex is actually listening to our feedback, and I'll make sure I flip over as soon as this kill is over to the home page and read what's going on. So let's massacre this dragon really quick. Click the wrong ability. That's cool. Yeah, I don't want to use the keyboard because that shit's annoying. But okay, so as you can see, they're basically just sort of addressing the issue that we're having with the Grand Exchange and everything crashing and being really bad. So we can just go ahead and scroll down here and look at stuff. Yeah, it's just their explanation, the volume of items. They're failing because the volume of items being sold, blah blah blah. People panic selling items. They just give some examples here, like Torva plate, it crashed, and then once one of the mods like hinted at them giving set effects, they started going up and things of that nature. So let's go ahead and continue on our way down here. So yep, and so here they start to give us reasons to hold on to our gear. And I guess it's just sort of their way of like, hey guys, stop fucking up the economy. We're fixing it, I guess it's just sort of their sort of it's sort of, think about it like real life, just things that the government will add, just things that stimulate the economy. So that's what this update is. It's their attempt to stimulate the Runescape economy, which as you can see has miserably been just shaky and ridiculous and stupid. So, new updates. Several updates in development targeted high-level players. Look at that. Look at that. Don't you just love seeing that? With the best gear. So, they're talking about bosses, the Calfight King. So I guess we're going to have a new round of bosses that are sort of catering towards the fact that we do have summoning familiars now that make things 10 times easier. You know how easy it is to kill KBD and bandos and shit? I guess they're trying to sort of cater to all the new things they put into the game. Because next gears, you will never have a problem with any of the current bosses if you're using next gears, except next, of course. But yeah, I have an email. It's cool. So set effects in next gear. Now you'll see that they're specifically targeting next gear here, correct? But I just gotta find it here. Where was it? Where was it? There was something here that I saw about them adding things to other high level armor. It was just a little hint, it was nothing, it was like no big drop, but it was okay, it was down here somewhere. We'll talk about that next. So feedback and improvements to the EOC. We've all been complaining about Cerebrus, which they talk about right here. We've all been complaining about, prayers. They're looking at how players are using prayers. So I guess they plan on updating them soon. So, Dragon Bones are now, what, 1.8k each, and that's just because, people think prayer is a lot weaker now, which it honestly is, because, you can't get to 49 prayer and have those prayers that give you 100% immunity to shit, which makes sense if they remove that, if you think about it. So, they're going to try and address prayers and just give them a buff, but they're trying to see how people are using them so that they know how appropriately to give them a buff, So... and they can tell that mid-level gears such as just black d'hide, just shitty stuff, they can use to fight tougher creatures, and they sort of want to fix that, as it says right here. It's something they want to change, which makes sense. Like I said, there's so much combat in here that's just so easy, and they're trying to address that. So they're just sort of trying to address how things are crashing, how it's actually a lot tougher to make money now unless you're bossing, and they're just trying to fix those sorts of things. So let's see, where is it at? We've making easy changes. I'm trying to find where exactly it was. Alright, right here. This is where they sort of hint at, things besides next gears getting passive effects. This is a very, very subtle hint, and I'm probably just looking too far into it. But actually, this entire paragraph right here. Fuck! Life! Ah! Okay. What? You know what I'm talking about. This paragraph right here. Right here. So, oh god. Alright, well it says, in summary, You know, don't assume that the combat system, none of the items within it will stay the same. Also, don't be tempted to sell up all your best gear. Now, let's scroll up. This is where they specifically were talking about next gear, and they were being very specific with next gear getting effects. But here they say, don't assume that the combat system nor the items within it, not just next gear, will stay the same. And then they call it best gear. So, you know, best gear is different to different people. My best range gear right now is full armadyl. So, I'm hoping that they give these things different effects. Just like how bandos before had a strength effect, or a strength bonus, now it doesn't. Maybe they're going to add something in here that maybe if you have a full set or something like that, you get a strength bonus, or each individual piece gets a strength bonus, just like it did before. So, I'm hoping that that means that they're going to add passive effects to other things as well. Now, I did say before that they were going to add passive effects to weapons that previously had special attacks, and I feel like that would, if they did that for just about all of the spec weapons, that they would bring back a large amount of the community that left. So I'm really liking what jagex is moving on to doing here. They're sort of trying to, they're looking at our feedback. Look, we value your constructive feedback beyond anything else. That's a bold-faced lie, but they do consider it. So I'm really liking the direction that they're going right here. So, yeah, that about does it for this video. Just tell me what you guys think will happen in our near future, what you think of the current state of RuneScape and its community, and this is Fox saying goodbye.